pop culture, with DJs and singles, graffiti art, are expressed every day within the inner cities of America and the world. You are not doing hip-hop, you are hip-hop.
Oh, man. Oh, can you believe it? It's a new year already. It's a new year. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what happened? Because I could have sworn I did like the slight little tech disconnect. And before I knew it, those weeks, they were over. That going dark was over. But hello everybody. It is time for another episode of Guuuuurl Listen. And I am Gwendolyn G.R. Houston Jack. Before we get too far into all the things, because there is much to talk about today, right? Besides our topic. I guess I should play the intro music and then we can get into some things. So let's go back to that music. Okay, I believe I am now ready. I'm ready. Before we get too far in it, we got to welcome in some people. Shout out to David over on LinkedIn. Happy New Year to you, sir. So happy to have you here. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to my sister, Jessica. She is here as well. Happy New Year to you also. Happy New Year. You know what? Oh, let me just say this. So much has happened. I mean, a lot happens all the time. So let me just get that out of the way. So much has happened, but a lot has happened. And today, our topic today, before I forget it, is I want to talk about our 2025 aspirations. It's about what we aspire to do. I have not done resolutions in like forever. I don't do resolutions. When I was a kid, I did them and I kind of kept it going till I was like, 25 years old. And then I realized dreaming, way to go, like aspiring to do something. And so I keep a running list of aspirations, So I'm always working on something. It's about the timing, because I can put it on the list, but the timing's not right, or if I'm not ready mentally, emotionally, physically, all the things, then we don't do it. But it's about aspiring. And so yesterday, as I talk about all of this, yesterday, my cousin passed away yesterday, right? My cousin Tracy, and she was a beautiful soul, absolutely gorgeous personality, so warm, so welcoming. And I got the news late last night about my cousin. Let me just stop like really quick and go into some things before I come back and share my thoughts on all of this. But she was my wine buddy. So my cousin Kimberly, we would get together, get a bottle of whatever, and enjoy ourselves. And I gotta share this too. Like I am 4 hours away. Now, for those of us who are Texans, that's up the street. Although technically it's not up the street. We just say up the street, although it's a 4-hour drive. It's like, oh, that's nothing, right? But I would just show up, have a bottle, and the three of us would sit and laugh. It's just, she had a nickname for me. I'm not going to share that nickname because I don't need that to be out there. But she had a nickname for me, and we just had a really good time. As a matter of fact, the last time I saw her was in September. Was it October? Nope, September. It was September. And I wasn't going to go originally. I was like, no, I need to get to College Station. Let me not. But then I thought, I don't get to see my family in the Houston area that often. And I said, Gwendolyn, you need to make this stop because you want to see your auntie, your uncle, like all the people. So just go ahead and stop. And so I stopped. I was there for about maybe an hour and a half, But it was good to see my cousins, to see my auntie. My brother was there. Just taking that time to be around those you love. And I don't think we understand the importance of being around those we love, because we spend a good chunk of time sometimes working with people that we can't even stand, but we got bills to pay. So it was great to be there. Now, I remember last year I attempted to take this show live on Instagram, and Instagramming was Instagramming. And so I just killed it. But she watched that show and I called her and I was like, oh my God, my cousin Tracy is here. I didn't know she knew how to use Instagram. Right. And she was like, I've been meaning to talk to you. You told everybody that I didn't know how to use Instagram. And I was like, wait, when was this? And I thought, wait, that was in March. She's like, yeah, I've been waiting that long to talk to you about it. So what can I tell you? She could use it. But we talked about how my show and others would be great on TikTok and people would love to hear this and content ideas. She was that person. So, the fact that she's not here anymore, does it hurt? Yes, it does. The initial news of it does hurt, right? It does. And when you stop and think about life, as I always say, we are coming and we are going. We're not going to be here forever. We're not supposed to be here forever, right? We're not supposed to be. We're not. But I want to give this to you to think about, because we talked about this just last season. We talked about that. Now, I feel the way I feel about it. I believe we come here, we do what we're supposed to do, and then we go on home. And that's a celebration. I see it as a celebration. We have choices. If there is somebody that you need to call today, pick up the phone and do it. If there is someone that you had an argument with, but you really weren't that angry and it's really not worth it, then let them know. What's really a blessing is that we live in ignorance. To get up every day, if you are blessed to get up that day and go about your life doing what you do. I was watching the cruise news the other day, and people are planning for cruises for 2027. I am planning for a 50th celebration if the Lord allows me to see 50 years in September. And the key word there is allow. We're not guaranteed the next minute. Technically, we're all a minute closer to our death, just in case you didn't know, okay? But some of us are so afraid of dying that we're also afraid of living. So if you leave here with nothing else today, live your life. Whatever it is that your heart desires, go out and get it. As a matter of fact, I need you to not only live your life, but prioritize your time. You don't get that back. Now, my dad had a certain way that he felt about people and death. My dad was clear. I'm not going to use his language because it's the first show of the year, but trust we'll be using some of his language later on. But he was clear in saying that if you didn't make time for me when I was here on earth, I don't want to hear about it after I'm gone, which is true. Now, people feel how they feel about death. A lot of times death brings to light our own mortality, and we start feeling some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I am this. Make time for what matters to you. I know we have bills to pay and things of that nature, but a lot of what we're working for beyond basic necessities, it's just extra stuff. Like, do your kids really need that new video game? That is a no. Do you really need that new pair of shoes? That is a no. Those are wants. And we want for a lot. I literally just put out 7 bags of stuff and 2 boxes of stuff. It's not going to be missed that someone else could use, right? Take that time today. Make the phone call. Get on a video chat. Send a text. I suggest the phone because hearing the voice has a bigger impact than just the words on a screen. Just saying, but that's just me. But make that time today, because this is it. This is it, people. This is it. Now, I am like my daddy. I plan on being cremated. And I am telling you now, you have anything to say to me, today is the damn day, okay? Because all that hooting and hollering after I'm gone, look, You know what? Let me not go there. Let me not go there, because you know what I'm saying. Okay, Black Eighth Element says people plan for days they don't have, dwell days they can't get back, and never make time to live in the moment. Oh my. Well, okay. Woo! Look at you, sir. Oh, I see you. I see you, partner. And oh, thank you, David. You know what? Here's the deal. We got choices, people. We have choices here. And I am choosing to make time for my family, my grandbabies, my husband, my niece, nephews, my great niece, my great nephew, me. That's what I'm planning for. So let me do this, because you know what it is. Gwendolyn is ready to do what she does. I got my confetti cannon. Now, man, today is not the day to talk about the state of retail. That's another conversation, and we will be having it. But I got a confetti cannon. Now, I actually bought this cannon last year. As I said before, I keep confetti poppers in the house. And because Party City is closing, I went and picked up like 10 of them. I think I picked up like 10 or 12 poppers yesterday, because I'm like, look. People are like, you can get them on Amazon. I ain't got time for Amazon. I need to get my stuff today. And these are really cute. And I picked up some things, even though, if the good Lord does not let me see 50, just know any YouTube video you're watching and any content that is played, yeah, clearly I was already gone. But I like to pre-schedule stuff. So with that, let me do this. Let us ring in our season 3 of Guuuuurl Listen. For those of you who are watching live and those of you watching the replay, I thank you for being here. Now, I should be better at turning these things, but they still freak me out. They still freak me out. So let me see here. Woo! God, that was... Oh, they're flowers. No, they're stars. Oh, they're pink and green and yellow stars. Oh, it's all on my shoulder and my camera. And I only got one in my glass. Now I'm drinking some water today, guys. I'm drinking water today, so that's good. We're not having any cocktails today, and I'm not doing the dry January, so I'm not doing that. But I am going to enjoy myself some San Pellegrino, and I just want to make sure that I can get that. So with that said, it's all in my hair. Let's talk about our aspirations. Now, if you want to share your aspirations, these two up here, my goodness, please go ahead and share them. You all know how I feel about dreams and aspirations and what have you. I know those people who work in a scarcity mindset will often tell you that you should not share your dreams or what you're doing. That's baloney. And I'll say it again. You don't know who knows what you need, who can help you. And you're not going to know if you don't talk to people. You have to talk to people, right? I would not be doing what I am doing if I had not shared my aspirations with some people who were like, hey, I see what you're trying to do. I believe in your idea. Let's partner on this project. So my first one, now last year, this was on my list as well. And I started it and then I got carried away. There's a lot of confetti here, like a lot. And I just vacuumed up this space, but it's what it is. So my very first one is back on the list. We have got to get this book done. Now, I started writing the book last year. I didn't get done. I got kind of busy. Things happen. We got really busy. Take it back. We got really busy, and keep in mind, we got the photography business that we're managing. My grandson graduated. My niece graduated. who was that? My shirt. We were traveling. So there was a lot going on, but we are going to get it together. We are going to get this book done this year. It is the first thing I'm working on in the first quarter. I've put together a little writing timeline so that I can get it done so many minutes a day. And there is a dear friend, Naomi Butler. I'm going to have to snatch her idea. She is actually chronicling her writing journey on YouTube. And I thought it keeps you accountable. She mentioned that. but it also really helps you track your progress and celebrate all your milestones. So I am going to probably do that. And shout out to my partner, Ron Foster. Shout out to you, sir. Happy New Year. I'm slowly moving all of this confetti around. Like, this sucker was massive. I'm probably going to go back and pick up some more confetti cannons because the deals are really good. And the closer they get to like moving out stuff, the cheaper it gets. There wasn't that many. I was shocked. I was like, people came and got all the confetti cannons. So I may need to go back very, very soon. Number 2, my video skills. Just the other day, I mentioned that you should celebrate all of your milestones. There are no small wins. And don't let people who like to hate, miserable people, don't let them tell you, oh, that's no big deal. That's nothing. Yada, yada. Let me tell you, where I started with my videography skills in 2024 and where I ended, night and damn day. I mean, look, a sister is using 2 cameras, not for this show. Not for this show. I could, but I need to keep it here. But see my growth in a short amount of time. Amazing. So I have every plan to continue growing my videography skills, getting myself leveled up. And, if you have not started your video channel and you have the want to do so, either a regular podcast, I should say regular, but an audio podcast or a video podcast, the time is now. You don't need much. You can use your phone, use whatever you have, and just put your face out there. Now, I know a lot of us don't like to look at ourselves. Clearly, I'm not one of those people because Gwendolyn gonna get in front of a camera at all times. We stays ready, okay? But your story deserves to be told. If no one else tells you that, look, you're here for a reason. You don't know who you are supposed to impact. You don't know until that time comes up. Now, I'm going to share a quick story since Ron is here and I'm thinking of it. Ron, some time ago, locked himself out of his house by accident and had to call for a locksmith. The young man he spoke with, that young man needed Ron's message. Now, granted, sometimes what we see as an awful event for us, we're really there for somebody else. We just don't know it. That's the beauty of life and living life. You don't know. You see yourself as not being where you're supposed to be. Well, I don't know where you're supposed to be. I always believe that wherever you are in that moment, you're there for a reason, right? Somebody needs your message. Somebody needs your sermon, whatever it is. But your story deserves to be told. So tell it. Tell it through video, tell it through written word. Share your gifts with the world. Get it done. Do that. Because this is it, people. This is it. We got this, and then it's okay. But consider this. And I think about this as I prepare to see my family tomorrow. People talk about living forever. And there are people right now, I kid you not, trying to figure out how to live forever. This stuff is really down my back. They're trying to figure out how to live forever. They're investing in freezing their body and all this stuff. You know how you live forever? You live forever through your family and your friends. That's what you do. They continue to speak your name, to share your story. So here's the second thing I want you all to do if you do nothing else today beyond calling your family and friends, give them a hug. All those videos and photos that are sitting in your phone, please back them up. Print them. If you can print them, I suggest printing them, put them on your wall. Back them up in more than one place. So if you have one cloud service, put them in 2 places. Whatever you do, get them off your phone. Because when your phone dies, that's it. And some of us, when we lose our phones, we have put all of our eggs in one basket. Don't do that. My dad, before he passed away, I found his 8mm film and decided to get all of that film digitized. 8mm film, the VHS tapes, the mini VHS tapes from Sony, all of that digitized. I am still working my way through it as I look over. I'm still working my way through it. But looking at those videos, there's a video that I need to repost because Gwendolyn mistakenly shared a video of her nephew as a baby getting a baby bath. Okay, I forgot. That stuff is not allowed nowadays because there are some creepers out there. But in that video is my dad helping my brother open up his combination lock. So this is the summer before he's going to junior high. And he's trying to open up the combination lock. And my dad is like, oh, it's no big deal. He can't open it. He can't open it. But watching that video, watching us as kids, watching my nephew as a baby, it's like, this is how you continue to tell the story. You have to set them free. So if you have not backed up your memories, do so. I don't care what you use to do it. Use OneDrive, Google Drive, Flickr. Get an external drive. Get something. Whatever you do, free those videos. Print your photos. Back them up. You're gonna want them. When I go through my house and I have a Google Nest and there are my favorite photos that cycle through. My dad's there. My cousins are there. My rabbit is there. It warms my heart to see them. Now, grieving is grief. Take your time to grieve your loved ones. But they don't die just because their physical body is now in the ground, right? They live through you. I have my grandmama's cheekbones. I'm gonna have to share that photo. I am Gloria Thomas. As a matter of fact, I got her glass right here. As a matter of fact, now I think about it, my grandmother had beautiful glassware and stemware. And when she passed on, I collected a good number of those pieces. And every time I sip or use her glassware, I think about her and her house and the one room that had a lot of plastic on the floor and the furniture that we could not go into. So, you know what I mean? Hey, it's not over yet. Shout out to our friends, GNC Sports Talk. Hello. Yes, David. People need to back up and preserve. You think you're hurting now, but that's the reason why, as a photographer, I talk about getting your photos. Don't wait until you're 10 pounds lighter and this and that. Time is not waiting for you. You are perfectly fine the way you are today. Okay? Schedule that session. If you cannot schedule a session, because again, photography is a luxury item. I don't care how much you pay for it. Get your camera and take a picture. There are self-timers on these phones. Make it happen, but take advantage of the moment today. Okay, now that I'm off that soapbox, here's my next one. I am determined to be more present in the communities I have created and am a part of. That's my focus. I have met some amazing people through LinkedIn, like David, through Go Brunch, and life got kind of busy last year. And so I couldn't be in all the places and spaces, but I am determined to make more time for those communities and continue to build communities. This is where we are, people. The human experience is better with other humans. I say it 1,000 times. It really is. If you know some sucky humans, get you some new people. And let's be honest, there are some real sucky humans right now. Like, I know all of us have a tendency. We all have a moment where we could go a little beyond. But those are choices to go beyond. We don't have to go there. You don't have to go there. You need a therapist, get you a therapist. But get you some good people. You don't have to walk through this journey alone. You do not. There's some really good folks out there. I mean, if you want to chat with me, I talk to you. I talk to everybody. I talk to everybody. So get you some good humans that you can be around, that can pour into you, that you can pour back into. I was reading this article about how there are a lot of lonely adults in the world and people who don't know how to make friends. That I will save for another day. But I know my dear friend Aisla and I, we have talked about making friends. We've talked about it. It's a communication thing, and you have to be vulnerable, because you may meet somebody who's like, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be your associate. I don't want to be around you. That happens. Putting yourself out there is like, it can be a little daunting, can be a little scary. And depending on your generation, if everything scares you, you may not do anything at all, but I'm not going to say anything about that. I am Gen X. Hey, we did a lot of stuff. Evel Knievel, all kinds of dangerous wrestling moves. I got scars for days, but guess what? I'm still here. So, get you some good people. Get out into a community. Stop living in a silo and stop thinking that everybody's out to get you. Those are lies. Okay. We'll dig into that later, but community, that's on there. All right. Here's my last big one. It is film photography. Okay. Now I remember just a few episodes ago, I said I would love to use my very first camera again, my 110 camera. Well, Gwendolyn did not know that back in 2012, there is a company, Lomography, that decided to bring back the 110 film. Can you believe it? 110 film is back. And I said, oh, so I bought myself some rolls because Gwendolyn said this is going to be her 2025 creative project. Okay. Got my rolls, got my camera, was so excited, and it don't work. It don't work. My camera is busted. I don't know why. I mean, I held on to it because it was nostalgia. It's my first camera. Like, why wouldn't you keep your very first camera, right? It was my first camera. But yeah, it don't work. A sucker. Even the shutter's like, I can't. Now, I don't know. Can I get it fixed? I'm not really sure. I mean, it's not worth it because I bought a new one. I bought 2 new ones. All right. So I have 2 110 cameras and I've already packed them up. Otherwise, I would show you my little camera. It's so cute. I'll have to do another little video. It's the cutest thing. It's a baby fisheye. And then I have your regular brick 110 camera. So that is going to be one of my projects. It is to really dive deep into the film photography, perhaps put some things together, maybe create a book. I mean, I'm always good for a book, right? Like a little photo book, my year in film, something like that. I have to figure out what I want to do. Time of the big wheel. Yes. You know what? Hold up real quick. Because David just said something. We survived the big wheel. Now I have an accident. My little pinky here. It's crooked because it got caught up in the big wheel during one of the races when I was at my grandma's house. Hit a bump, got caught. Yeah, and I didn't keep the stent on there. You know, hey, it's the 80s. We did different things back then. But we were doing some things and we are still here. We're gonna have to talk about that. I mean, we really are. The idea of not being a little more daring in life, you're gonna have to level up on the daring. Hey, shout out to my mama. My mama's here now. My mama coming in all late. Mama, I've already done the memorial for your niece. I could go back and share her photos again, but you should have been here. Okay, I'll share them again. We'll share them again. But yes, film photography is there. I'm so excited. And for me, being a photographer as my job, using the film is how I keep my creative juices going because it makes me intentional. You only get 12 or 24 frames. Stop talking, machine. Okay, I appreciate that. These machines are always in my business. So I like using the film for that reason. And when I go on vacation or take road trips, I take my film camera. So yes, I'm taking my film camera for this weekend. It's going to be great. And I cannot wait to get them developed and show you all the photos because it's going to be great. Hey, shout out to Spencer Bryant. Happy New Year to you, sir, as well. Since you guys are coming, this is really for my mother. This is really for my mama because mother should have been here. But I'm going to end with this as I remind you all to hug your loved ones and everything. We are doing this memorial in memory of my cousin Tracy, who passed away yesterday. Sweetest soul known to man. She was also, as I mentioned, one of my wine partners, she and my cousin Kimberly. I'm happy that I had a chance to sit and chat with her and break bread and have a good time with her this past summer, if you will, because it's still summer for us in September. But this is it, people. We are here. We live the life we're supposed to live, and then we are gone. So if there is someone that you have not spoken to and you've been itching to talk to them, do it today. Hug your loved ones. Make time for yourself. Call the person who you've been angry with just because you want to be angry. Get over it, right? Time is short. It really is. Time is short. I have no regrets. I have zero regrets. I call my friends. I talk to them all the time. I send my emails. I do what I need to do. And it's just, if I leave here today, I have no regrets. So let me do this before we wrap it up. We want to talk about some of our sponsors. So yes, Gwendolyn is a photographer. I do headshots, children's, and the seniors. So if you're in the DFW or Houston area, you can shout me out. And I do travel. So I'll keep that in mind too, because I was down there in Florida because I can. And I know people are always asking about my glasses because they are the cutest things known to man. Yeah, it's just Glitz Optical. I get my stuff from Glitz Optical. She has a store in Dallas, and she also does virtual consultations. You'd be amazed. I have been styled both. She was in my home because if you're in the area, she'll come to your house. And then I have been styled also virtually, and then I have been in the store. So we have options. You have options, people. You have options. So I'm going to tell you by all means to be sure, if you think you want to get cute like Gwendolyn, then I am going to say, check out Glitz Optical, because that's what's going on. That is what's going down. All right. So as we wrap this up, have a great weekend. I know that we have had some funny things happening in our country today. And here's the deal. We are here today, gone tomorrow. Hug your loved ones. Real talk. Hug your loved ones and be safe. I'm going to see you all next week. Or maybe I won't. Because I don't think it wants to let me go. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. Somehow or another, the machine is like, we don't want to let you out of your stream. So I got to figure out how to get out of the stream. This is going to be good. This is how we start the first one. Okay. All right, compadres, hold on. Let me see what we can do. Let me see what we can do. And, all right, okay. It's giving me some options. But one of them is not to end the stream. Hey, it's G. Thank you for watching this episode of Guuuuurl Listen. Be sure to catch me every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. And while you're here, I cordially invite you to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you all next week.